Let me ask you something that most people never stop to think about. How often do you or your loved ones actually shower? Is it every single day without fail? Every other day when it feels necessary? Or maybe just once or twice a week if we're being completely honest? For most of us, the answer feels obvious because we grow up with the belief that daily showers are not only a sign of good hygiene, but also a reflection of respectability and self-care. Cleanliness has always been tied to a sense of discipline, routine, and pride in one's appearance. Parents teach children that skipping a shower is a sign of laziness or neglect, and many adults carry that mindset for decades, believing that more showers must automatically equal better health. Yet here's where the surprising truth comes in, a truth that doctors who specialize in senior health have been pointing out more and more. What we think is right may actually be the complete opposite of what our bodies really need, especially as we get older. For seniors, bathing is not just about smelling nice or looking presentable when family comes to visit. It goes much deeper than that. Something as ordinary as stepping into the shower can affect skin health, immune strength, and personal independence. In fact, the difference between showering too often or too little can mean the difference between staying strong and independent or facing painful problems like skin irritation, infections, and even dangerous falls. That's why this topic is far more important than many people realize. At Elderly Wisdom Guide, we believe in sharing knowledge that helps seniors live healthier, more confident lives. And when it comes to bathing, the truth might surprise you enough to completely change your routine. Imagine a typical morning. You wake up, stretch, and head to the bathroom because a shower feels like the natural way to start the day. That hot stream of water feels refreshing and invigorating. You feel clean, polished, and ready to take on the world. For someone in their 20s or 30s, this daily ritual may work just fine. Younger skin has more oil, it heals faster, and it can tolerate daily washing without too much harm. But as we age, the skin begins to change in ways that aren't always obvious until a problem shows up. Older skin becomes thinner, more delicate, and less able to retain moisture. The natural oils that once kept your skin soft and resilient start to fade away, and each shower strips away what little remains. Suddenly, what used to feel like a healthy habit may quietly start causing harm. Consider the story of Mary, a 74-year-old woman who prided herself on cleanliness. For decades, she showered twice a day without fail, believing it kept her healthy and respectable. But then she started noticing problems she couldn't explain. Her skin grew itchy, dry patches appeared on her arms, small cracks opened on her legs, so fragile that they even bled when scratched. At first, she thought it was just age catching up with her. But in reality, the culprit was something far more simple. Too many showers, every rinse with hot water, every scrub with strong soap, every attempt to stay perfectly clean was actually breaking down her skin's natural defenses. This is the part that most people never realize. Daily showers are not always a sign of better health. For seniors, they can sometimes be a hidden danger. Each time water and soap touch the skin, they strip away the natural oils that form a protective barrier. Without that barrier, skin becomes vulnerable to dryness, irritation, and infection. What was once thought of as proper hygiene may in fact backfire, leaving the body weaker instead of stronger. The cultural belief that skipping even one day is dirty or shameful is powerful, but it isn't backed by science when it comes to aging skin. Doctors who work with seniors see it all the time. A person who thinks they are protecting themselves with daily showers ends up with chronic skin conditions that are painful, uncomfortable, and sometimes dangerous. That's why so many geriatric specialists are now advising a very different approach. Instead of every day, many recommend that seniors shower just 2 or 3 times a week, adjusting for individual needs. When those showers do happen, the advice is straightforward. Keep the water lukewarm instead of hot. Use mild cleansers instead of harsh soaps. and apply a moisturizer immediately afterward to lock in hydration. It's not about being less clean. It's about caring for your skin in a way that respects the changes that come with age. But let's not forget, this isn't only about the physical side. Showering carries emotional weight as well. For many seniors, bathing is tied to dignity, to the way they present themselves to the world, to the confidence that comes from feeling fresh and prepared. When routines become overwhelming or misunderstood, it doesn't just harm the skin, it can harm self-esteem and independence too. That's why conversations about bathing are never simple. They touch on health, safety, emotions, and even identity. At Elderly Wisdom Guide, our mission is to share knowledge that empowers seniors to live with confidence and comfort. And when it comes to showering, the first step is understanding that more is not always better. The body changes with time, and routines that once worked perfectly at 30 may not be safe or healthy at 75. The surprising truth is that balance matters far more than frequency. With just a few small adjustments, like showering 2 or 3 times per week and using daily spot cleaning in between, seniors can stay clean, protect their skin, and maintain their dignity without falling into the traps of overwashing. So the question remains, how often should seniors really shower? The answer isn't as rigid as we've been taught. It depends on each individual's health, lifestyle, and comfort. What matters most is protecting the body's natural defenses while still maintaining a routine that feels safe and empowering. By rethinking what clean truly means and breaking free from outdated beliefs about daily showers, seniors can create a healthier, more balanced routine that supports both their bodies and their confidence. And that's exactly the kind of wisdom we believe in sharing here at Elderly Wisdom Guide. Think for a moment about what happens when showering routines go to either extreme. On one side, you have seniors like Mary who shower far too often, and their skin pays the price through cracks, dryness, and infections. On the other side, you have people like John who let bathing slip away until days turn into weeks, and suddenly hygiene becomes more than just a matter of comfort. It becomes a medical risk. This is where balance matters most, and where small adjustments can make a life-changing difference. For older adults, the body simply doesn't function the way it once did. Skin is thinner and more fragile. Healing takes longer, muscles are weaker, and balance can be shaky. Something as ordinary as a daily shower can feel exhausting, risky, or overwhelming, but at the same time, avoiding hygiene completely creates problems of its own. The solution is never about one extreme or the other, but about finding the middle ground that keeps the skin healthy, protects against infection, and preserves dignity. Doctors often recommend that seniors shower just 2 or 3 times a week, which surprises many people who have grown up believing that daily showers are non-negotiable. The reason for this gentler routine is simple. Frequent exposure to hot water and harsh soaps breaks down natural oils and weakens the skin's protective barrier. Without that barrier, the body becomes more vulnerable to irritation, itching, and small wounds that can easily become infected. By spacing showers out and focusing on gentler habits, seniors can actually stay healthier and more comfortable in the long run. But reducing the number of showers doesn't mean giving up on hygiene. Instead, it means replacing the idea of all or nothing with practical habits that meet the body's needs without pushing it too far. One of the smartest adjustments is the practice of daily spot cleaning. On days when a full shower isn't necessary, a quick wipe of key areas like the face, underarms, groin, and feet can keep bacteria and odors under control. These are the areas where germs thrive most, and giving them daily attention reduces the risk of infections and discomfort. Adding clean clothes and fresh socks, and suddenly hygiene feels manageable without the strain of stepping into a slippery shower. For many seniors, this approach removes the stress and exhaustion that can come with bathing, while still keeping the body clean and healthy. There are also practical steps to make the days when showers do happen much safer and more enjoyable. Lukewarm water is far better than hot water, which not only dries the skin, but can also lower blood pressure and trigger dizziness. Gentle moisturizing cleansers work better than harsh soaps that strip away oils, and applying lotion right after showering locks in moisture before it evaporates, protecting fragile skin. These small changes sound simple, but together they transform showering from something risky into something restorative. The focus isn't on scrubbing harder or showering longer, but on creating a routine that supports the body's natural defenses. Bathroom safety also plays a huge role in this balance. Many people don't realize that the bathroom is actually the most dangerous room in the house for seniors, even more dangerous than stairs or the kitchen. Slippery tiles, water on the floor, and the effort of standing for too long create the perfect storm for falls, which are one of the leading causes of injuries in older adults. It's not that seniors don't know how to be careful, but their bodies simply don't react as quickly as they once did. One dizzy spell, one shaky step, and what should be a normal shower can turn into an emergency. That's why doctors and safety experts recommend tools like non-slip mats, shower chairs, and handheld shower heads. A chair allows someone to sit comfortably while bathing instead of standing the entire time, while a handheld sprayer makes it easier to reach without twisting or bending. These tools may sound small, but they create a safer and less stressful environment, reducing the fear of falling and restoring confidence in the routine. The emotional side of bathing is just as important as the physical. Hygiene isn't only about preventing infections or keeping the skin healthy, it's about how people feel about themselves. When seniors struggle with bathing, it can quickly affect confidence and social life. Someone who feels embarrassed about odor or skin issues may start avoiding social gatherings, church services, or even family visits. This quiet withdrawal can lead to loneliness and depression. On the other hand, when a routine is safe and manageable, bathing can restore confidence, helping seniors feel refreshed, presentable, and more willing to engage with the world. It's a powerful reminder that something as simple as a shower can influence not only physical health, but also mental well-being and emotional connection. Families often misunderstand why seniors avoid bathing. It's easy to assume that it comes from laziness, stubbornness, or lack of interest in appearance. But most of the time, the real reasons are much deeper. Fear of falling, pain from arthritis, fatigue from standing, or even memory problems can make showering feel overwhelming. What looks like neglect is often just struggle. That's why the solution isn't to scold or pressure someone, but to create a gentle routine that feels safe and supportive, offering help with dignity, providing tools to make the process easier, and showing patience can turn bathing from a source of conflict into a source of comfort. There is also value in treating hygiene as more than a task. When approached with care, bathing can become a small ritual of self-respect and healing. Something as simple as preparing a warm towel in advance, helping apply lotion afterward, or sitting nearby to provide reassurance can change the entire experience. It shifts the focus from stress and fear to care and connection. And when seniors feel supported, rather than pressured, they're more likely to maintain a routine consistently, which benefits both body and spirit. This is why experts always emphasize consistency over strict frequency. Whether the routine is 2 showers a week, with daily spot cleaning, or 3 showers with lighter habits in between, what matters most is keeping it regular and manageable. That sense of predictability reduces stress, builds confidence, and helps prevent the extremes of overwashing and underwashing. And it's not just about keeping skin clean, it's about reducing infections, preventing falls, and maintaining independence. A safe, balanced bathing routine is one of those small but powerful habits that make aging not only healthier, but more dignified. By finding this balance, seniors can avoid the painful problems that come with doing too much or too little. Showering doesn't have to be exhausting, overwhelming, or dangerous. With the right approach, it becomes a gentle part of life that supports both health and confidence. Families who understand this can play a key role in helping their loved ones age with dignity, making sure that bathing is never about shame or fear, but about safety, comfort, and respect. When routines are built on balance, seniors can stay clean, stay safe, and feel more like themselves every single day.